And then if you move down to Sani Abacha Street, you have every other
Sani Abacha?
Yeah, we have Sani Abacha Street here.
Yes, Sani Abacha was the former head of state of Nigeria.
So I don't know how we happen to have that here. But
I'm surprised. When I decided to travel Africa, amongst other reasons, was to learn about our histories, cultures and people, and to share that with you. Getting to Sierra Leone, I heard about Sani Abacha Street and I decided to ask questions and know why a street in Sierra Leone is named after a Nigerian, one who is often not remembered with the fondest of memories by many Nigerians. So my curiosity has brought me today to Waterloo Street, Chakradi Corner, where I'm going to meet with an elder citizen who witnessed the war and still remembers the events of the war. He's going to have conversations with us and educate us. Let's go. Come with me. A wise man once said, if we do not know where the rain started beating us from, then we do not know why we are here and where we are going to. So we are going to understand this history together. I'm sure you are as curious and interested as I am. Just come with me. And here he is. Guys, I'm here with our father who experienced the war and has information about the events that happened around that period. So he's going to be educating us today, because I bet a lot of you, just like myself, knew little or nothing about the history around the war, especially from the angle of the role Nigeria played in fighting alongside the Sierra Leonean troops. So, sir, may we meet you, please? Introduce yourself.
Well, I will say welcome to Sierra Leone.
Thank you.
My name is Dayan Toure. I'm a Dayan Toure. Well, now a blind man, but by profession I am an agriculturalist. And well, presently I'm in the office of the blind, the Association of the Blind at Walpole Street, where I spend most of my time during the day, and in the evening I come home. So now it's a pleasure meeting me at home this day.
Same here. Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much for having us. I'm visiting Sierra Leone for the first time, and I got curious about something I discovered on arrival in Freetown here. I saw a street called Sani Abacha Street.
Yes.
And I got curious to know. I was told that it's to honor the late General Sani Abacha, who was one time the military head of state of Nigeria, because of the role he played, you know, through the ECOMOG, the Nigerian military played in fighting alongside the Sierra Leonean troops during the civil war in Sierra Leone. So I'm curious to know, because I want to know about our past and where we are and where we are going.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for being so curious, trying to know what hardly happened that today Sierra Leone has got Sani Abacha Street.
Yes.
Well, indeed, Sierra Leoneans are very appreciative. Whatever you go, you do with the Sierra Leonean, he will try to show appreciation.
I can attest to that.
And so, and to attest that, hence we have Sani Abacha Street, because President, he was the military head of state in Nigeria at the time, when ECOMOG was assisting seriously the war between Sierra Leone and the fondest rebel program, which started in Liberia and spilled over to Sierra Leone. So we, in fact, that war everybody was already thinking that we have lost our way. But Sani Abacha, a military ruler, thought it fit that it will be a defeat not only to Sierra Leone but to West Africa.
To West Africa.
And for that matter, as we have ECOMOG, so decided to step in and assist seriously. And actually, lot of Nigerians died in Sierra Leone. They shed their blood for the good of Sierra Leone. And I still believe that we appreciate that. We appreciate their effort. Although even besides Abacha Street, even in Kenema, we have Maxwell Street, Maxwell Kobe, one of the leaders, I think he was colonel or so, who was leading the battle there. And until this time, you go to Kenema, you hear Maxwell Kobe Street, you see, because he was also a gallant soldier that fought seriously line by line, side by side with Sierra Leoneans. Yes. After they returned from, I think it was in Nigeria, when they went to sign the ceasefire, and they said, well, if a man like this could offer himself and his people to do a very good job, what then will be the reward? How will Sierra Leoneans will appreciate him today, tomorrow, and even generation yet unborn? Well, the option was to name a street which used to be called Kisi Street. That street, because used to be called, we have Kisi Road, that the main street from, the same street but from Upgon in the east onto Kisi, onto Eastern Police, it used to be called, it's onto this time is Kisi Road. And from Kisi Street, Eastern Police coming to, well, PZ turntable, it used to be called Kisi Street. So they decided, well, a street like this leading to the, when you are leaving the country, because you can't leave Sierra Leone or Freetown, the capital, without using Abacha Street, which used to be called Kisi Street. I said, well, this we should. They decided to pass it to Parliament, saying that, well, we are going to name one of our famous streets and give it the name Abacha Street. And every Sierra appreciated. No one said no. Nobody, everybody agreed and said yes. This is worthy because we should also remember this name. And when, just as you have said, and you don't know, unless when he came to Sierra Leone, then you met the name Abacha.
Yes.
And so that was how it came to be, because we have other streets in Sierra Leone for people who have done very wonderful and hard work that we still remember.
What would you recommend that should be done in order, for us to preserve our histories and, pass it from one generation to other?
Well, it's, I think one of the procedures is this one, like this one.
Okay.
And then get a monument, a monumental structures, getting them to some strategic centers in any town or city or village, which is commonly used by the people. Then if you get a structure, like the clock tower, like structure. I mean pattern. Because wherever you meet a clock tower, you know that this shows that this is a town or a city. And so also for good people, gallant people, people who have done very good job. As I can remember when I went to Senegal some years, Leopold Senghor,
Yes.
Seda Senghor,
Yes.
also he was a renowned president. So you have his bust in one of the centers around. So you see that the man who started politics in Senegal, then you will know who is this man.
Do you think our curriculums in schools have also done a good job in teaching us our histories?
Yes, indeed. Actually, presently, I am glad that the government of Sierra Leone and the Ministry of Education is now trying, I think they have already started introducing civics. Civics, when we were in primary school in those days, in the early 50s, so we used to take civics, apart from history, civics, because civics tells you about your country and the people and the structure and everything.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing this with us, sir. What do you think of Nigeria-Sierra Leone relationship, leading from the time of that war and up until this moment?
Okay. Well, I will say that Sierra Leone and Nigeria, according to the forefathers, we have been in relationship before even the First World War, according to some of the books we have read. And on to this time, because I remember I read a book on Second World War, Bakari Mara from Kabbalah, a Quran fellow, who fought together with the Nigerian contingent that went to India, and where they were able to overturn the
Bomber.
When they went through crossing the river by throwing some sticks, trees, so then they crossed and went up to the hill. Yes, where they planted the Union Jack. That made us to get out of that Second World War. And this was done between the Nigerian contingent and Sierra Leonean contingent.
Okay.
So from that on, and when they returned from the war, so the relationship, the ties continued. But to show that it will not easy for Nigerians and Sierra Leoneans to be separated. For instance, the school I attended, one of the oldest secondary school in not only in Sierra Leone, but even West Africa and even Africa, Sierra Leone Grammar School. Sierra Leone Grammar School was not only, we have the other branch of the grammar school, CMS Grammar School, in Ibadan, Nigeria. In those days, when teachers teach at the Sierra Leone Grammar School for some time, then you can be transferred to Ibadan and continue teaching. And one of our teachers, one mathematical teacher, Parefu, his parents came from Nigeria, Nigeria. I started grammar school at Ibadan. So what I'm trying to say, the war, to me, has strengthened the ties and the relationship more than ever.
Yes.
Because for a whole country to shed the blood of the people just to save the lives of others, it will be very difficult to forget. So if you ask what the war has what has been the result of the war between Sierra Leone and I will say the ties have become more strengthened than ever. And I believe even until now, you see, we consider ourselves as brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Whoa, guys, I've learned a lot, and this is just so, revealing, expository, I must say. And I want to say thank you so much, sir, for sharing this with us. This will go down in history. We are exposing a part of our history that a lot of us didn't know much about. But it's important that we understand our histories, because that would help us to appreciate better the relationships that we have amongst ourselves and strengthen, the bond of unity that we have as Africans, West Africans and Africans in general. So again, thank you so much, sir.
You learn to learn by learning.
Yes.
So I will also say thank you and give my regards to those who have not been fortunate to meet, but I know my voice will meet them.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Yes.
You guys, you are watching, so drop a comment. Tell Papa thank you for sharing this with us.
It's really busy on this street, Abacha Street. It goes all the way down, vendors, everything. It's just a bustling street. And like you heard our father say, there's no way you come in and out of Freetown without plying this road, It's such an honor for any country to do to the former head of state of another country in appreciation for the good that they did to them. In this case, the good that the Nigerian army did to the Sierra Leonean government during the time of the war. So thank you so much for watching. What do you think about this video? Drop a comment, like, share. I'm sure you've learned something from here, and this should go down in history as a good deed that we should keep up doing in other parts of Africa, not necessarily in times of war, but just good gestures, extending a hand of love and brotherhood to one another. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe, share, do all the good things. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.